Immediate, huh? Who's on there? Oh, Lisa. Calling immediately. Hello.
I got a notification from YouTube that I could watch the program live starting right now.
Oh, yeah, you're doing it immediately, right when we started.
Well, I'm not really doing a whole lot right now, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity.
Hello, friends and neighbors. Welcome to another production of the program.
Welcome to the program, everyone. Welcome.
Yeah, you can get on the thing.
I'm your co-host, Lisa.
Yeah, on the phone from Manhattan. Are you in Manhattan?
Yeah, I'm co-hosting from Manhattan, and Charlie is co-hosting from heaven.
Oh, Charlie.
I know we love Charlie.
Yeah, did you get a replacement?
Did I what?
Did you get another animal?
No, I just pet sit now, so...
Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing.
If I like you can drop off your pet here, and it can come back if it's well-behaved.
That's why Charlie wasn't that well-behaved, but I was watching Charlie. Pet sitting.
Yeah, you were a great pet sitter. Now I'm returning the favorite of all my friends.
To the world?
Yeah, Kenny did a great job watching Charlie, and all of you who watched the program, you did a great job of watching Charlie too.
Returning my favorite to others in New York City.
Oh gosh, it's not so easy to hear you. What did you say about New York City?
You're dog sitting in New York?
Well, I mean, people just leave the animals here. I don't go anywhere, you know?
Yeah.
I do it in-house.
People have dogs in apartments?
Oh, yeah, big one. It's like a status symbol. It's like how big is your diamond, you know, like how big is your dog.
But then you have to the dog's going to live in the city. Where do they,
what?
every time the dog wants to, use the restroom, the doggy restroom, then you got to ride an elevator.
I bet people must deal with a lot of accidents in New York City, you know. I think wood floors are very popular here.
It's a real floor.
Wood.
Yeah. You got to go down 15 floors.
In an elevator.
And then,
I mean, any building with 15 floors has an elevator. Now, I've known people to walk up, like, maximum, I think, like 6 flights of stairs is the top floor without an elevator, like 6.
Wow. Have you ever, that's a lot.
The most I ever had to walk up was, I think, 3 flights.
Every time?
Every time. It might have been 2 flights. No, I think it was 3.
You must be in shape.
The most I had to do.
You must be in shape after that.
Yeah, no. I had a friend that lived on the 6th floor, and I really was not so happy about that every time.
That's really far.
Yeah, I mean, some people like doing a whole lot of stairs, and I will admit, you know, it's good exercise, and it makes certain body parts look good, but...
yeah. Now you on the 15th floor?
I'm on the 4th floor, but it's an elevator building.
How many floors are there?
15.
Oh, but you're not on the top floor.
I am not. And I'll take the elevator up and I'll take the stairs down.
Have you ever been to the roof?
Charlie would have liked it here a lot. But this place is the smallest place that I've ever lived in. So it would be a little challenging for Charlie, the amount of space, because it's like 200 square feet.
But he was in New York?
Charlie did live in New York. He lived in Queens, and we had a bigger apartment there. It was not huge, but it was bigger than this place.
Queens is like a neighborhood, kind of, more than the city, right?
Queens is a whole borough. It is like, it's like its own city, but it is still part of New York City.
But it's like less like a city than Manhattan.
Well, it's less, I guess less urban. It's a little more
Suburban.
rural. I mean, you still, it's more residential. It doesn't have all the high rises.
Is that does the
Um,
subway go to Queens?
there's one neighborhood in Queens called Long Island City that does have the high rises, and you can take the subway or the bus to Queens from Manhattan. It is on the other side of the East River, so you can't.
Yeah.
It is not connected because Manhattan is an island,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's separated by water.
Does the subway go under the water?
Excuse me?
Does the subway go under the water?
The subway goes under the water. The
What?
bus goes over the water.
What?
There's also a ferry. You can boat. You've got so many options. You can also take a boat across.
Wow. They're gonna go to Queens. They got pizza in Queens?
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, Kenny. What did you say?
They have pizza in Queens?
Pizza?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, this is New York City. There's pizza everywhere.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Yeah. Well, I used to be a food publicist when I first moved here to New York, so I'd have to give a shout out to my former client, which his name is Giovanni Barbieri, and he owns a restaurant called Biga, and all he sells is pizza, and it's very gourmet pizza. He's from Italy, and it's really delicious. So that would be my favorite, and then my next favorite would be a very different kind of pizza that's less gourmet, but it's sort of in my neighborhood. It's a little bit out of the way for me, but when I want pizza, that's where I go. It's called Mama's Too, and that place always has a line of people. You can never just, walk up and place your order. You have to wait in line, and then you got to wait for them to, but it's worth the wait. Really worth it.
Have you ever been to Mama's One?
There is an original Mama's, and I have not been there. And you know what the funny thing is, I think Mama's 2 is more popular than the original Mama's.
It makes sense.
I also think the original Mama's is closer to me than Mama's 2.
Oh,
It's so weird how things become so trendy. Let's see, I'm looking it up. Mama's
look it up.
Pizzeria.
Don't look it up.
So random.
Do you go out of your way? You go out of your way to go to Mama's 2 even though Mama's 1 is closer to you?
It is so bizarre that I do that. Let's see. Mama's 1 is, where is that?
You're looking at your
Oh, you know what's so weird is they're really close to each other. Why is that? I lied. They're like 2 blocks from each other. How can you have...
They're expanding. It's because New York blocks, it's a whole life. It's a whole life in a block.
Mama, the sit down. It must be a sit down? It's a sit down. And it also has wings? Is this the same place?
Mamas. I mean, there could be a lot of Mamas. It seems like not an uncommon name.
Then why would they... but it's the same logo. It's the same company. Same logo.
Everybody's Mama.
This is very confusing, but it's the same company because it's the same.
They got wings? Are you,
You have 2 pizzerias 2 blocks from each other.
You eating the wings? Are you still a vegetarian?
No, I don't eat wings unless they're plant-based wings.
So you're still a vegetarian?
I'm a pescatarian. I eat seafood.
Yeah, what about shrimp?
I do eat shrimp now. I like shrimp. It does not upset my stomach.
Yeah, it's shellfish.
shellfish.
Well, so what? Plant-based wings is not. That's not real. What does that mean?
What?
Wings. How can wings? It's a wing. Plants don't have wings.
You know what? I dare you to say. Not. You don't have to use Zoom. Using alternative solutions that your daily hour with me, but a way that you could Zoom someone in, so that you don't just hear their voice, but you see their face too.
You can get on the Zoom, or it's called Google Meet.
How?
Go to the website YDHWM.com. You can get on the Meet.
Let's see if I can figure that out. Your daily hour with me.com.
No, YDHWM.
I did that.
We rebranded.
YouTube watch it live.
We rebranded.
I'm looking for the button.
We rebranded to the numbers.
Meet?
You know what ginkgo biloba does?
What?
What does ginkgo biloba do?
I don't know who that is, and I couldn't even understand. But I don't see a button here for.
It says video phone.
What?
Video phone.
I don't see a button that says video phone. I'm on your website.
You don't see video phone?
Oh yeah, I do. It's very blended in. Okay.
You gotta get your prescription up. You can't see the video phone. There's only like 4 things on there. Oh, you gonna get on there? You figuring it out?
Okay. Yeah, I'm asked to join.
Oh, hey, is that you? Are you over there? Oh. Let's see. Admit. Oh, hey.
That's gonna be crazy if this works.
It's gonna work. There you are.
Okay, well, I don't see you, but you can see me?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get off the phone?
Yeah.
But I don't hear you from the computer.
You don't hear me from the computer? What do you mean? What is that? Oh, how about now? There.
Yeah, now I hear you on the computer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get off the phone.
Yeah. See, you're blue. You're all blue.
My shirt says Olympia Film Society.
You're blue. Right there.
I'm blue?
You were blue. You didn't see that?
No.
Oh, well.
I don't see the show though.
You don't see, where is it? It's not working? Here.
No, I see.
Right there. There.
Yeah.
Now you can see. What are you drinking white wine?
No, I'm drinking cookie liqueur.
What is that? Liquor?
Yeah.
You're drinking
Cookie liqueur. Biscotti liqueur.
Ew.
Liquore di biscotti.
Liquor?
No, it's like dessert. It's like, Bailey's or Porto or what's that? Disaronno. Or it's that coffee. There's a coffee liqueur. It's like sweet. It's like dessert. It's like dessert in alcohol.
But it's like hard alcohol?
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's like people might laugh at it because it's like literally cookie flavored liqueur.
I'm laughing at it, I guess, but it's booze though.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's not allowed on CCTV. I mean, I found plenty of beer cans in your studio.
No, I think it's okay. Freddie likes beer. What time is it over there?
It's 9:13.
9:13. What's show us the window.
What's what?
Show us the window. Where's your window? Your window.
It's over there.
Oh, I want to see New York.
Oh, you cannot see New York from my window. I have a view of nothing.
What is it?
It's literally just like another. I look into other people's apartments.
You ever look at them?
I mean, I think the question is, do they look at me? Because I'm literally the one that they open a lot, and they keep theirs closed. So.
Do you know them?
I know one of them. I made friends with one of the people that we face each other, and our windows look at each other.
Have you seen Scream 5 or 6? I think it might be 6. You probably haven't. It's in New York.
I don't watch scary movies because I get nightmares.
But they're running, from the killer, and then they put a ladder out the window, and then they cross the ladders. You think you could do that with that neighbor if it came down to it?
Yeah, I think we should get some sort of a collapsible ladder.
Yeah, but you're like, that's your neighbors, like, so you ever communicate with them though? You wave? You see each other?
We text message. I've attempted to I had another neighbor who left, who moved away, but when we were both home, we'd have margaritas in our windows. We would sit at the window on our cell phones and have a margarita together.
How did you find out who they were in the first place?
Maybe maybe in the elevator or.
Well, they're across the street though.
I think we maybe met on the roof because my building has a roof where people will go up to sit and eat and talk.
This is the person that's across the way though. Are they in another building?
So, it's actually the same apartment building, but it's kind of the building is hollow in the middle, so there's a courtyard in the middle. So, if you open my door and you walk into the hallway, directly right in front of my apartment on the other side of the hallway is another apartment. That one faces the street. All of the even numbers face the street. All the odd numbers face the inside courtyard.
Is there a park in there?
I always thought that they should put one in there, but it seems like it's more they have a heater out there. They have some machinery in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how all buildings are?
We have a courtyard and our roof is really nice.
Couch time is over. Couch time's where I say stuff.
Oh, it's your opening monologue?
Yeah.
I see.
Have you been watching? I've been doing 20 minutes of only saying things when I start the show now.
Do you find that to be a helpful exercise?
It fills up the time better.
No.
And then I'm not going to the tape, so then I have to say stuff for 20 minutes.
See.
Instead of going to the phones and doing all this stuff, but people are still invited to call, but I often am just saying the things for 20 minutes.
You know what's very curious to me is that when I see your screen, what you're showing on air right now, I look extremely fuzzy. How did I go from being super high definition to being super fuzzy?
How are you super high definition? Oh. I mean, it's so you're on the computer, and then the computer is going through a computer to old VCR transmitter thing, and then that is going to the machine, and then the machine is going through several other machines, and then back to the computer, and then all the way back to New York.
Wow. So basically, I am getting lost in translation.
You want to be more filtered out? I like the VHSness because then I don't need touch-ups.
Yeah, no touch-ups. I guess.
You can't see my
Yeah.
zits. You can't see my zits. I'm covered in zits.
Um,
But they all I have the zits all evenly spaced, so when they're blurred, it just looks like normal.
how about what if we start a new segment called "We Read the News"?
You're gonna read the internet? Why don't you just tell me the news from your mind?
This will be I think this will be
You
fun.
don't need to read. Don't read the news. Just tell me the news from that you've already heard about. No, don't read the news. I don't want you to read the news. You don't need to be. We don't need that. What is the news? I want your own news. People could go watch the news. If you want to go, oh, you have the newspaper?
It's the New York Times.
You have an actual newspaper?
Yeah.
And what do you do with it all after you're done with it?
I give it to my neighbors.
And then what do they do? I mean, who gets rid of it at the end?
Whoever I give it to is the one that gets rid of it.
What do they do with it? Put it in the garbage?
No, we have recycle bins.
And then it goes, and then they grind it up, and then they do it again? I mean, why don't you just read it all? Isn't this exactly the same online? Probably.
Okay, you might like this one, Kenny.
They probably put more effort online than they do into the newspaper these days, don't they?
So this is from the science section in today's New York Times, and it says spacecraft returns with an asteroid gift. So NASA got an asteroid from space. On Sunday, a pod landed on Earth. Thousands of and it
What are they gonna do with it?
near Salt Lake City.
What are they gonna do with it?
That's a good question.
Yeah, now you gotta peruse, read this article. You should have read it. If you want to do this news segment, I think you should have it more prepared. Like,
It wasn't technically happening, right? Okay. Blah 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 blah.
I don't know if they even make I don't know if they make the Olympian anymore. They might not even print.
Okay. Now here's a pic. This is what they're doing with the asteroid. They are in the lab. These are the NASA scientists. They are processing an asteroid in the lab. And
They're processing it. What are they gonna do? Oh, they're gonna process it. Oh, okay.
they're studying
They're-
space. We're gonna study the space dirt.
Yeah, well, I know they're gonna study it. They're gonna study it and process it. What is that? I mean, that's nothing. They're gonna study it. What are the science? Oh, they're gonna study it. They're not gonna make the gas like crazy fuel, space fuel.
Part asteroid up. They're gonna give part of it to the Canadian Space Agency for them to study, and they're gonna give part of the asteroid to JAXA to study. I don't know.
They're like,
Agency.
it's rocks. Hey, it's rocks.
So they're calling this asteroid like a time capsule.
In space. Space capsule. It's rocks. It's rocks.
It collected, no.
You just read it. So try to summarize. Reading the newspaper. Did you read the newspaper today?
No, I haven't read this yet. All right, well, I'll have to. Next time, you make a good point. Next time, I'll be prepared so we can do a news segment.
Do you get it every day?
Yeah,
Like every single day?
yeah,
And then you read it every day?
yeah. It's a lot of. I mean, it's overwhelming.
Yeah. Do you have?
To have this. I mean, you understand. You do a show every day.
Yeah, but do you have the internet?
Yeah, I have the internet.
Yeah, you're on. I mean, that's where the news is. Nobody reads a newspaper. I bet.
Yeah, I know you're right, because when I'm on the subway in New York City, I'm the only one with the newspaper. And this is New York City.
Are you really though?
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time that I saw somebody else with the New York Times on the subway.
I mean, doesn't that kind of make you look like a tourist?
No, tourists do not read the New York Times. So part of the thing is, I think the people who are subscribing to the New York Times are like retirees, seniors, and seniors ride the bus, not the subway. So
Why?
are we gonna new segment?
Why? Is there like they go to the same places?
Yeah, the buses go to the same places but slower, and you, to go on the subway, you have to go down the stairs. The stairs are a problem for the handicapped because most subway stations don't have elevators. They're not handicap accessible.
And they don't have ramps?
I mean, the whole thing is a mess. So what are we going to call my news segment?
I don't know. Is it gonna happen? I think.
How about snooze with the SNEW news?
I think that we should not name it until it's happening. Like.
I'm gonna text Freddie. He's gonna make a little. Oh wait. Now, you can't.
Well, I can do it. I can do stuff like this. Oh, let's see.
Oh, so he could make something like that.
I can make it right now.
Okay, so you snooze, you lose.
You snooze, you lose.
You snooze. SNEWZ. No, SNEWS.
Oh, like news?
Snooze, yeah, like news. Yeah. You snooze.
You lose? Or where's the news though? News?
What?
Down here? Like this. There.
No, it's already there. It's inside of snooze.
You snooze, you lose news!
No, you don't need news. It's in snooze.
It flows better with the word news at the end though. You snooze, you lose news!
Can you put a newspaper on that?
Nope.
No?
Hey! Look, okay, we're gonna do the thing?
It's really good, Kenny. It's really good.
Wait, let's do this. Do the thing. Say, hey, you know what time it is? Wait, hold on. Put the newspaper away. We gotta do the segment.
But look, there's a segment in here. It's called the benefits of turmeric. Don't you take turmeric capsules?
I like pills. Put the newspaper away, and then we're gonna do the segment. Right? Wait. Oh, wait. I can still see it. There you go. We're like, we're just talking. Hey, what about the elevators? Oh, you know what time it is? Oh, hey, it's time for It's Snooze and Lose! Hey! Alright, let's wait. I can even go a little bit farther.
Blues, we're going to talk about how Kenny loves vitamins. Kenny, how many bottles of vitamins do you have on your table right now?
Wait, I want to do one more thing though. Hey, you ready for this? It's called It's Snooze and Lose! You hear there? You hear the audio?
Epic.
There was some echoes. I have a lot of pills.
Yeah.
Multivitamin.
Yeah.
C, D, ginkgo biloba, and fish and fiber. Are you?
I thought you put turmeric there when
I might have, but I don't know. Sometimes I eat them all and then I don't get more.
Well, the news says that you need to be careful with dietary supplements because they're very poorly regulated.
Oh yeah? What am I gonna do? What are they gonna do to me?
It says you get functional dyspepsia.
Dyspepsia?
Yeah, you could get dysfunctional dyspepsia.
Oh no!
It could give you discomfort.
Well, I think it's just gonna give you a little bit of bubble guts at the worst.
It says that turmeric is among one of the most studied dietary supplements.
And you, what's the disease?
Oh, no, turmeric supplements, vitamins.
Yeah, but
turmeric.
what's the medical term that you can get from eating too many vitamins?
Dyspepsia.
Dyspepsia. I mean, that's just like mild, like stomach problems, isn't it? That's what it sounds like to me.
Pepsid helps you with stomach acid.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
what you're gonna
sounds
get.
like all like it's dyspepsia. That sounds like saying like masticating. You know about masticating?
No, that sounds really inappropriate though.
It does sound appropriate, but they say it's chewing. That's the joke. It's a fancy word for a regular thing.
Whoa, they studied 400 brands of turmeric pills, and all of them but one had lead in it. Lead!
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 Oh, we're gonna get dyspepsia!
Wow. All right, everyone, watch out for turmeric pills.
There's lead in them. Well, but
400, all with lead.
But turmeric is so good for you. Maybe it evens it out a little bit. Why did they put lead in there? For weight?
Unacceptable.
You don't accept eating lead?
That's an interesting question. I wonder where we get the most of our lead from. If it's in the water that we drink, or where we get most of our lead.
Well, we used to eat a lot of lead, but they're cracking down on it these days.
I'm gonna ask.
No, don't ask the phone. No, don't ask. No, put it down. Put it down. No, I don't want to know. You can look it up yourself. Don't tell me. Don't tell the viewers about what's on the phone. Put down the phone. Put down your phone. No more phones on the program.
I won't tell you, but I'll tell you that I already said it. I said it already, and that's the answer.
Water. Pipes. Probably. So why did you need to look it in? You look it up. It's in the old pipes. In your old New York pipes from the ancient times, because your pipes are made out of lead, because you live in New York. Can you do the New York voice now? Hey, I'm in New York, okay?
From New York. I don't know. I can't really do it.
I'm walking here. I'm gonna get some pizza pie.
Yeah.
Oh, I ate a pizza. Have you gotten in a fight on the streets?
Definitely, people can get very verbal here. They're very verbal people.
Did you get in a fight?
I've gotten in lots of arguments. I'm trying to think of one in particular that got, nasty or anything. Just like something really annoying is so on the subway, when you go down into the subway, what's understood is that you go on the right side of the street. You go on the right side if you're going down, and you go on the right side if you're going up. You mean like how traffic flows? We drive on the right side, okay? But sometimes when a train gets there, everyone gets off the train and they take over both sides, which is really annoying because if you're running to try to catch the train, you can't make it because it's completely blocked by everybody going in the wrong direction. So I was running down trying to catch train, and I was yelling at everyone. I was saying, "You're on the wrong side." I'm like, "You're on the wrong side."
Yeah.
And then somebody started yelling at me.
Mind your business. I'm on whatever side I want to be on.
The free staircase, Probably nastier. I wasn't really listening.
Did you fight them?
No, I was just running trying to catch the train.
Did you touch it?
Well, I'm a very honest person, so I'll tell you that it was actually the train that I thought that was my train that was about to leave, and that wasn't my train.
You were getting in a fight over nothing?
When I got there, I'm like, oh, this is not my train.
Mm.
My train hadn't come yet.
And the other person who was already gone didn't kind of apologize to them?
Yeah, I mean, it is that time of year, so...
But they were already gone, like you didn't say, oh, hey.
No, I'm not sorry, because they were on the wrong side of the staircase.
Mm.
When you get off the subway, everybody needs to merge and go up on the right side of the staircase. The left side is for people going down.
Yeah. There would be no traffic. If people just knew what to do, there wouldn't be traffic anywhere.
Everybody should just be orderly and respectful.
Yeah, everybody's in a big
Unless
hurry.
you have emergency, really wrong side of the staircase.
You want to see?
This is why we need escalators. Escalators just are they automatically, it's like automatic traffic control.
You want to look at this tape? I've been calling it white people home movies.
Wow. Also, I think I'm going to stay with you 5 more minutes and then get a little more done on my end.
Well, do you want to see white people home movies and record the message of the future?
Yeah.
All right, here's white people home movies. Then we'll record a message of the future. Then you go, okay? Okay.
Okay.
I'm putting in here's this one. It's from 1991.
Say I love you. Hurry. That's all right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Well, look at it so I can get pop in.
Oh, is this the end of the tape? Maybe they're saying bye.
Kids.
Is this the movie?
It's white people home movies.
Where did you get these?
I got it at a garage sale.
I can't believe people are selling their home movies.
they don't know what they sold me.
What the hell?
I bought their home movies and then I'm playing them on TV.
Do you think the people who sold it to you, that's them?
Yeah.
Why don't you ask them if they want it back?
I don't remember who it is. I got so many boxes of tapes.
I'm so confused.
What's confusing about that?
That people would just put their home movies for sale at a garage.
Well, like those people are probably dead. It's like that baby. I probably bought it from that baby. You know?
I mean, they sell your family home movies.
They just put all these tapes. They don't know what's on the tapes. Kids don't know about tapes. They're just like, hey, get these tapes. All right, I'm queuing up the message of the future, and I'm going to record the message of the future. White people home movies still going on. Did you eat? Did you make another batch? Ran out of the last batch. How do you feed yourself? Bye, future. Make another batch. I ran out of my food. I've been making meal prep, you know?
Oh, what were you making?
Well, I made like a giant batch of fried rice, and it lasted me like 2 weeks, and I was eating it like every day. But now I ran out and I don't know how to eat anymore.
No, how come you never made me fried rice? That sounds yummy.
I probably did. You don't remember? I cook. I like to cook. I'm sure I cooked for you. You don't remember me cooking? That's like all I would do. I cooked. I ate spaghetti. I remember eating spaghetti.
All you do?
That's all I do. I made the spaghetti. I remember you eating the spaghetti. You ate the spaghetti and it was meat. There was beef in it, and then you ate it anyway. And you said that you wanted to be polite. And then
That's something that you do.
Later on, I found out that you were a vegetarian. I said, "What about that beef spaghetti?" And then you were just like, "Well, I was just eating it because I had made it." Which that's nice. It was nice of you to eat, but all right, here goes. Here's a message of the future. I think I did make the food though. I always eat food. You were always making the food too. Here it goes. the future, it's just the past.
Did Kenny make enough of a batch? Did he make a batch?
That was yesterday's message. Lisa's in Manhattan. Yo, we're doing the snooze you. News. It's the snooze you little news.
Are we still Are we still doing it? We'll see.
My future. All right, we did the stuff. You wanna? What are you gonna do? You have more? You got work?
Well, I'm making a pitch deck for one of my new movies because you got to have all these business materials.
You have a new movie?
I've got 2 new movies.
What does that mean? What are you making them?
Yeah, one is going to get finished a lot faster. The other one's going to take longer. But,
it's a pitch deck?
Yeah, it's basically like a business document that explains the film.
Can you make one for me?
What?
Can you make me a pitch deck?
What do you need a pitch deck for? You already have a show that's very successful.
Yeah, but I don't want a pitch deck.
Show on TC. Is this the longest running show on TCT?
Oh yeah, I definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't have a pitch deck.
Well, you could have a pitch presentation live on air.
Yeah, but I just want a professional pitch deck, whatever that is. I don't really quite understand what it is still, but I want it.
Okay, well, maybe in my spare time I'll make you a pitch deck.
A pitch deck? You're saying deck? Like a card? Like a deck of cards?
Exactly, like a deck of cards.
All right.
It would be fun if we could somehow play cards on, like, because like here's a card deck. If I had a card deck and you had a card deck and we could somehow play cards together.
Well, it's hard to shuffle the cards. I'm sure they have virtual cards.
No, with real I like real paper, you know.
Yeah, but how are you going to play? You can't play cards because there's like no secrets.
Well, but like if you could still probably play, like let's say you were playing gin and you're taking from different decks.
I don't know gin.
Well, if you learned it, if you played.
If I learned it and then we could play it on TV?
Yeah, each of us would have our own deck.
I don't care. I don't care for games.
You don't like games?
I don't play games. All right. Well, you gonna do something? I'm gonna call my brother. You wanna go do your pitch deck? Or you wanna call my brother?
All right, that sounds good.
What did you eat for dinner?
I had a smoothie with granola. I put it in a bowl, and I
fruit and granola. This is we're calling my brother. Did it overrun your audio? He's there. He's just maybe he's not going to answer the phone. Maybe we should call Freddie too.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 36.
Brother didn't answer about Freddie. Huh?
I'm gonna say goodbye to you.
Bye. Thank you. Come back anytime. I'm here every day.
Well, now that we figured this all out, I mean, this is pretty.
It's a good thing that we figured it out together.
And Freddie.
And Freddie. All right, I'm calling him. Bye.
Sorry. Bye.
Thank you. Oh, Lisa's frozen in a smile. I got tamales. Tamales and chicken tamales from the Fiesta Tacos. Hi.
Hi. You've reached Freddie Dobler. I can't come to the phone right now, but if you leave me a nice message, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Freddie! What's the pro? Fred's calling. Oh. Hello? We're leaving him a message and he's calling. Fred's gonna go? Hello? What's it doing? Too many things.
No, I can hear you.
We're leaving you a message as well.
Yeah. I thought you might be.
Yeah, we are. It's happening.
Yeah. That's cool.
How are you?
Future me. I guess I'm gonna, maybe I'll hear this in the future. Good. Do you get my message?
Oh, no, I forgot about it. I just called you.
Hey, what? Come on.
I was talking to Lisa.
Oh, nice.
Oh, let's play this message. Do you want to hear your own message?
Yeah, sure. Lisa's like, she's really shitty and calling the bell now.
Lisa was on the meet
Wow.
from Manhattan.
Meet in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Took a ring steady and Colin. Because yesterday I was talking to you when I was about to pick up some VHS tapes, and I said, "Oh, let you know what they're like." And I got basically one box of tapes. And when I opened it up, I was pretty surprised. Most of it was like stuff you don't see very often. There's a whole box set of Alien, like 1, 2, and 3, and a making of, and then there's also like Evil Dead 1 and 2, and
wow,
kind of some cool, rare things.
You want Evil Dead 1?
And then I got it home, and then yeah.
Can I have it?
Yeah, you didn't listen to the whole message yet. Was looking in the actual things, and most of the cassettes are really moldy.
Oh!
The Evil Dead one is like more moldy than I may have ever seen on any tape ever. Probably it's
Whoa.
Garbage, but still pretty cool. I managed to get some of the stuff, and some good stuff for my little personal collection. Yeah, some of the stuff is good. I thought I'd tell you. And also, I'm using this phone message to remind you tomorrow we're gonna go out to Lillian's house and get the inherited studio gear from her daughter. So we're gonna try to be there out at 5:30 tomorrow.
Yeah. So then what program after?
Yeah, but I have a open meeting after, so I can't really. I can't go on the program after, unfortunately.
To delete and
re-record. Kind of close as it is, but we're less than a week and a half away from the museum, so.
All right, so we're gonna go get the tapes, or get the stuff and then drop it off. And I'm doing the program after.
Yeah.
All right. Everything's moldy. You think? I mean, I hate to admit it, but most of my tapes I don't actually watch.
I mean, then you could definitely have Evil Dead. That one is like, yeah, but it was sad. Some of them are good. We had the complete set of Planet of the Apes. Like you think Planet of the Apes is just one movie, but there's actually like 6.
Yeah.
Like
there's like Return to Planet of the Apes, Revenge. Again.
Apes maybe, and like. Apes and yeah, there's all kinds of ones, and they had all of them in a nice box set, and then they were all moldy too. So it was a lot of emotions, a roller coaster of a box. I did get Run Lola Run though, which I've been wanting to get. That's got really good techno soundtrack.
How's the mold on it?
What?
You think it's bad to put moldy tapes next to not moldy tapes? Is it contagious?
I think it's moisture inside the actual thing, so I don't think it spreads. I couldn't be sure.
Maybe we should cook it lightly or something.
Yeah, I've actually thought about inventing a machine. You know, we have all these VCRs, and you know we don't use all of them, and like we like maybe modify a VCR so that it like pulls the tape out from the VCR and then like runs it over like an alcohol pad or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. I was thinking that might be like a way to clean the tapes. There's videos of how to clean them too, but and like if you have a little bit of mold on your tape, it's really not going to damage your VCR. And if you have a head cleaning tape, you can clean the heads. And if you don't have a head cleaning tape, you just need isopropyl alcohol and open the top of the case and like use a little Q-tip to rub on the play heads. So it's not hard to clean your VCR. So if it's a little bit of mold, it's fine. But this stuff is like most of the whole tape is moldy, so it would be quite an ordeal. I just don't even like. It probably would affect the playability at that point. Like definitely, like you put a moldy tape, it without realizing it, it's all messed up.
Don't do it. You gotta look. Yeah, Evil Dead 1 though. I have 2 in Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Those as well. And they're great.
Yeah.
Good things to have.
Oh, you already have 2 in Army of Darkness as well?
I have Evil Dead 2 and I have Army of Darkness, yeah.
Oh, well, do you want to keep 1 then?
Well, I don't want to have it if I can't watch it, so I only have tapes that I watch. In fact, I'm kind of organizing my collection right now because I had to add those ones I just got in, and I'm being, like, trying to be picky and, like, pulling stuff that...
Yeah, are you going to put the Planet of the Apes compilation? Oh, that's all moldy?
It's all moldy. It's technically time travel, though.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not even technically, maybe, by, like, it specifically is.
I mean, yeah, it is, but, like, I think maybe only the first one.
I read the back of number 3, and in number 3, apes from the future travel back into the past.
Oh, okay.
And maybe they even, like, bootstrap society into the whole, like, smart ape thing, which is pretty weird.
Like a paradox?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I'm not totally sure because I haven't watched that one. But it seems sort of like that's the implication from just reading the backs of all of them.
I don't really remember the first one that much because it's the big twist ending is time travel.
Right. Turns out that it was Earth.
It was Earth all along.
It's people.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. And then see the Statue of Liberty, but then you don't know. What happened? He like gets knocked out or something, and he wakes up on the planet. Like you don't know.
He like travels in space and
then he thinks he's on another planet, but he's really in the future because his space travel gets weird.
Yeah, crash lands on a planet and he thinks it's another planet. Like the Planet of the Apes.
It's really the future?
Actually the future, yeah.
Even the title is a twist.
Right, yeah.
Or maybe we're the apes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think that's what, we're the apes. I never saw, do you ever see the remakes?
I did. Wait, I don't remember. Is that the one with Johnny Depp?
Probably. I think it's Tim Burton. There's like a lot of the remakes.
It's not, I don't think Johnny Depp's in there, but it is Tim Burton.
There's a lot of them.
A lot of the remakes?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know that.
There's like 4 or 5 at least, too. But then, they look like they're CG, all the monkeys are CG, and then they just look like straight up monkeys.
Well, it'd be harder to get monkeys to talk, I think, so they had to make people in monkey suits.
Yeah, but I like the people in monkey suits or whatever it was. They shouldn't just make them just straight up monkeys. And the CG, The CG ones that just look like monkeys, talking monkeys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That's weird.
Yeah, they should be humany looking. Like in the movie, like the old movies.
I like that better.
With Dr. Zaius.
I was like, oh, I'm so excited to put... Turns out, I already had it. Looks like I got it at half-price books for $2.
The Planet of the Apes?
Run, Lola, Run.
Oh, you already had it.
What do I do with the second copy?
Starter collection?
Yeah. That's cool, though, I guess.
That was, Rolo looks like, the Fifth Element, right?
Yeah, Lola looks like Lulu. Is that who's, Lilo? Lilo. Yeah. Lola, Lulu.
Lilo. We only got about 5 minutes left today.
All right.
What are you doing? You're moving your tapes?
Yeah, I'm moving tapes around. Oh, want to know what else I got? Natural Born Killers Director's Cut.
That's a good one.
Oh, which is like, very rare. Anyway.
Is it? Have you seen it?
No,
It's, Oliver Stone.
Yeah.
And, Rodney Dangerfield's in it.
I love Rodney Dangerfield.
He's in the movie. Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield's good. You have Back to School?
Oh, yeah, I have Back to School. I have several copies of that for a bit, because I...
You have more than one? Are they all on the shelf?
No,
The school's not getting any respect at school.
That movie is seriously a gem, though. That one's very good. I feel like his later stuff, I mean, he was already really old when he started, so...
He's got to be like...
got almost too old.
Yeah, he's got to be like in his like almost like late 60s. He's going back to school.
Yeah, that's when he started, and then he's like, I got this one that was called like the Fifth Tenor or something like that. About maybe he wanted to be an opera singer. It was real bad.
Rodney Dangerfield wants to be a singer?
Yeah, it wasn't very good though, that's the thing.
He sings in his sets on comedy a little bit.
Yeah. He wanted to be an opera singer though, which is a little bit different.
They used to be, everybody used to be a they called them song and dance men.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you couldn't just tell the jokes. You told a little joke and then you did a little dance and played the, like, harpo, you know?
Exactly.
Couple of jokes, couple of songs, a little dance.
Tell a joke, do a little tap dancing.
They're lazy these days.
Yeah, so lazy.
These comedians and singers separate thing.
Yeah. Even the Beatles were doing jokes.
Yeah, like rehearsed jokes?
Well, every time they got interviewed, it was always like they were like saying weird stuff to the interviewer.
Yeah, they had good jokes. Well, the show's about over. We have about a minute left.
Nice, that's good. Nice to have a good, full, long-hour show in your hand.
We're making it through, and it's fall. It's real fall.
So nice.
How's the dog? Does the dog know about the weather?
Oh yeah, this dog did a really funny thing today, where she was barking at probably nothing basically, and running towards the she was like bark bark, and I was gonna let her outside because I don't know, maybe she heard a squirrel outside, and she runs to the door. I open the door and she sees that it's just like pouring down rain, and she kind of like jumps back like she's startled, like she thought it was raining, and then she And then she didn't want to go, and she didn't want to go outside after all. She's like, okay. She like stopped barking, and she's like, I'll just stay inside.
That's good. All right, well, the show's over. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Send me the address.
What?
Send me the address on the thing.
I will. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Tuesday. We're on TCT, channel 22, 11:32 a.m. Check it out. Yeah, YDHWM on YouTube. 360-836-4384. Call me a message. Get on TV. Yeah. YDHWM.com. Check it out. Split Horizon's a good song. Thank you. TCT, little baby. Joey Fabulous, Uncle Book, Sports Star Video, South Spy.com. Rebecca Balmore, Northwest, Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you. And viewers that you are watching, thank you. Hey, John, where are you? Call me. Hell yeah, dog. Bye.